All right, what the heck's going on today, guys? It's after Thanksgiving, so we'll be doing a lot of leaf picking up. It's not as bad out here as I anticipated when I was on my way over here. I was thinking I'd make a leaf blowing video, but up here in the front, there's not a lot. There's some pine straw and stuff in it. I've been trying to kind of blow that pine straw up and use it in the beds as a little bit of free mulch action. But anyway, some of the stuff's just starting to fall. Some of it's already gone. But I got a few different leaf removal options, so to speak, and we'll just try some of them out, and I'll talk to you a little bit about some of them. I don't have as many leaves out here as I anticipated. I should have gone to one of the other ones that have got a pile of leaves so we could have more fun with it. I'll see what I can put together for you anyway. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's Master Horticulturalist and YouTube superstar Paul Outlaw here.
Oh, that Paul's Prime Cuts, he's got over 1,000 subscribers.
I got like 15 subscribers. You can't mess with me. It's just exciting for the people at home, I'm sure. Nobody watches this crap anyway.
Everybody, please go subscribe to Paul's Prime Cuts on YouTube. He's getting up there on the subscriber count.
All right, we start off by talking some of the mulching collection options on the mowers. These mowers I have, this in particular is my 72-inch Bobcat Predator Pro, and I've got this advanced chute system on it where you can close off the discharge chute. Now that's not a true mulching setup, but it's really handy to keep you from blowing stuff over into beds, clippings, and if you close it off, it will grind up leaves pretty good. It just leaves a trail, a little pile down the side of where the door's closed on it. You could get a little better mulching performance out of something like this if you go with a hybrid type blade, like a gator blade, for instance. That's not really a mulching blade, not really a discharge blade, but will work all right for either. So I don't have the gators running on that right now, just the standard high lift blades, but I'll try to show you a little demonstration of what it chews up and what little bit of mess it leaves behind. Then the walker mower, I think the walker mower has been covered pretty handily by everybody, but how that works is it has timed rotating blades. The blades on this side turn this way, the blades on that side turn this way, and they corral all the clippings up. And I'm trying to do this, and look at this, it's kind of weird, but into the center. And there's a plastic chute in the center that pulls it into a blower. The blower shoots it up into a box. There's a little snorkel up in the box that turns back and forth and fills up the box evenly. It's a great collection mower right here. And then I've got the Quick Cat here set up as a mulching mower. I've never ran this with the discharge chute on it. Before I even took it away from the shop, they put the mulching kit on it. And what the mulching kit does is there's a baffle that closes off each blade individually. So there's 3 blades in it. It closes off each blade individually, and it's a special curved blade, so it will the airflow will recycle those clippings over the blade over and over again to cut them up real fine. And I've been real satisfied with what that does in grass on a day-to-day, performance deal, and plus you're returning some of those nutrients into the ground. I'm a big fan of mulching. All right, that's the mower side of it. We'll talk a little bit about some blowers. These are the blowers I use. These are the Red Max 8500s. I know that there's a Chevy Ford argument out there about what's the best, but I've had a lot of the different brands, and this by far has been my favorite. These will put out, I think, about 910, 906 CFM. That's the volume of air it moves, CFM, at the tube tip, which is what you want to know because you can't blow leaves from the fan housing shroud. So your CFM at the fan don't mean diddly to you. You want to know what you can put out at the tip and go to work with. These have been super reliable, super durable. I just can't say enough about them. Really good blowers. But I've got one more blower trick that blows these away. But it's got its disadvantages too. These are very nimble. You can get up in flower beds and you can move your leaf piles around with them, however you want. The other thing is a little bit more like a bull in a china shop. Yeah, and where are you? I have this thing too. I use this a lot to, it's like a little vacuum. This is the Red Max handheld blower, but I've got the vacuum kit on it. And I'll suck out flower beds, the bottom of walk-in basement things by the door, you know, where they got the steps that go down. But pretty handy little vacuum cleaner tool. It'll help you clean up after you trim shrubs and stuff like that. But the world's wrong with your truck, buddy. We're going to 8500. Awesome fire straw. This stuff. I know you can't hear me. Oh man, I got the debris all over the. Huh. All right. So you can see it cleans it right on out of there. Let's go with option number 2 in blower world. Not quite as dramatic as I had planned on. Oh well. But this is a Little Wonder Optimax blower. It's got a 9 horsepower Subaru Robin engine on it, and it puts out about 2260 CFM at the nozzle. So it moves a lot of air, but I can't remember what the air speed is, but that's not really that important. What matters is all that air volume that you can push big piles of leaves with it. Anyway, I'm gonna blow all this off back here with the Little Wonder, and I'll set the thing up and let you see a little bit of it in action. A lot of work pushing that thing, as you can imagine, but it makes quick work cleaning up something. It's also fantastic for cleaning up parking lots, which is mainly what I use it for. Whew. When I was a little kid, some of the older neighborhood kids buried me in a big pile of leaves. My mom would have never been able to find me if my cigar wasn't sticking out. All right, got this little area cleaned off back here pretty quickly. Change the direction of the airflow. This thing airflow streams out while flipping that over. All right, last season I did a side-by-side leaf picking up comparison with the Walker and the Bobcat with the mulching kit in these ginkgo leaves out here in this yard. And honestly, it's not a typical test, and it's not fair. They're soaking wet, And these things are like rubber, and they're very fibrous. When you mulch them, they just tear into shreds. They don't really, you know, go to dust like a regular leaf, but this is not a good test. So we're gonna go over to another area and see if I got some more typical type dry leaves. Nothing's dry out here because it rained like 48 feet yesterday. It rained all day. There's some pin oak and some regular oak and some other things in all this leaf cover up here. Grass is about 4.5 inches tall here, so they're pretty embedded in there. I'm gonna make a pass through with the Bobcat with the mulching kit, and then go get the walker and make a pass right beside it, and we'll compare the two. I was trying to find somewhere higher up to mount this thing, but I couldn't, so it's sitting on the ground. I'll come right at you. Did you survive? Good. All right, here we go, kind of clean, and there's the leaves. Sun's in my face, I can't see what it's doing. It's not spectacular. It takes a couple passes sometimes with mulching leaves, and especially in this tall grass and they're wet. But there you go. I think it's passable. I mean, you can see the, we're right here. There, yeah, right there. All right, let's go get a walker. There's our walker pass. It's cleaner, but it's not pristine. It's not like vacuumed. The walker really does better getting up leaves at a lower cutting height. I've got that deck up as high as it'll go right now because that's how I like to keep fescue. But I mean, I'm not trying to defend the thing. I got a love-hate relationship with it, but it doesn't cut high enough for me to mow my fescue with it in the summertime, or how I like to have my fescue mowed. But I mean, it does good. I mean, it's better than nothing. But it's a super high maintenance machine. But there you go, side by side comparison. I'd say the walker gets the leaves like this up a little bit better. It leaves a nice cut, but the mulching thing does pretty good too. This is more like it. This is some of the Bermuda grass area in the back, and you know, up front it was 5-inch tall wet grass with leaves all embedded in it and cutting at a real high height, so it was hard to vacuum them out. But it's not low for Bermuda grass, but it's much lower than that, and the leaves are sitting on top of it, so it should be a more typical example. I got the walker lowered down, and so I'm gonna try to set the corn pod up to where you can see it from above. I don't know, it might take some extra work, but I'm gonna make a pass one way and then jump on the Bobcat and come back the other way. Let me see if I can work out some next level cinematography here. All right, now that's pretty dang clean for both of them. Where I ran up in the rocks, I sprayed out that little line of stuff there, but I made another pass to show you that it doesn't really do that on the mulching mower. So in normal conditions, you can really clean some leaves up with those, but sucking them out of that 5-inch tall wet fescue is a whole nother animal. Does that make you happy, Walker people? All right, there's just a few of the ways that I deal with the leaves, but on this yard and about 3 other fescue yards, I'm going to try something different out. You've all seen, if you watched any of the videos, the ammonium sulfate, biosolid, sulfate of potash, iron fertilizer I got made. But I'm going to run it out on some of these fescue yards from, you know, time of seeding. I started, I don't remember exactly when I started, but a little after this stuff got up good and growing, probably all the way through till April, till the first part of April, depending on the weather. And I'm going to try to put out about ½ pound of actual nitrogen on these about every 2 to 3 weeks. So kind of spoon feeding them. But this is one of them that I'm going to do that too. And I got my fertilizer in there, and the biosolids are kind of stinky, so I put the cap on it to hold in all the goodness, you know, seal it in to wait till it releases on the yard at just the right time. Can't let any of that goodness out beforehand. All right, well, I'm gonna spread that out, and then I'm gonna finish blowing off some of the sidewalks and stuff, because you certainly don't want to leave this biosolid and iron on any of the hard surfaces, because it'll make a mess of it. All right, get back with you in a second. We're down. See, this is the kind of stuff I don't want to get it on that pool deck, or it'll stain it up. I had to. All right, little old leaf pickup and mulching and Walker vacuuming and blowing and all that stuff, and we'll keep monitoring the spoon feeding the fertilizer on this and see how that turns out. But so far so good. I appreciate all you guys watching, and thanks for helping us get to 1,000 subscribers. This is all possible because you guys watch this junk, but I appreciate it, and I've been having a lot of fun. I've been enjoying meeting you and a lot of the other YouTube guys along the way. Made a lot of friends. I appreciate it, guys, and we'll come out with something next week. See what's next. It's all gonna be fescue for now, because the warm season stuff's pretty much shut down. See you next time.
Paul's Prime Cuts. I ain't got time for that joker. I gotta go get my dirt right.